Welcome to the City of El Paso Parks and Recreation Department weekly podcast. And today, very special, 75 years, an anniversary of the Christmas tree lighting ceremony downtown, the Holiday Lights Parade, and our brand new sponsor, none better, El Paso Employees Federal Credit Union. And we're joined, as you see on the left, by Ken Walters, the President and CEO of El Paso Employees Federal Credit Union. Thank you for coming, sir.
Thank you.
And next to him, ladies and gentlemen, if you've ever been downtown, there's a 54-foot tree down there in the San Jacinto Plaza, the very first park in the city of El Paso, donated by Miss Corrine Boyce, who stands in front of me, and in memory of her husband, late husband, Chuck. So, Miss Boyce, good to see you.
Thank you. Good to see you, Wayne.
Mr. Walters, it's all yours.
Thank you. Corrine, first off, thank you so much for what you've done as far for bringing down the tree and all of that. And we had a chance to talk a couple of weeks ago, and the story of the tree is really a fascinating story, and I think one that is something that needs to be shared with everybody in El Paso. So if you can tell us how this all came about, it really is an amazing story.
Well, thank you. When this first started out, I didn't think it was going to be going this long, and the notoriety for the tree, and it's just been great, and it's been my pleasure to offer the tree to the city for the future of all the El Pasoans.
Yes.
It first started, well, about 12 years ago, a little over 12 years ago. Richard Garcia from the Parks Department stopped by my house one day, knocked on my door, and he says, "We'd like to have your tree for the park downtown."
Yes.
And I says, "Cut my tree down?" I went to shock. He says, "Oh, no, we want to move it downtown." And we talked for a while, but I decided, no, I don't think I will. But then I got thinking about it, what an honor it would be to have my tree down the park for all of El Paso. And I hated what they did before, was cutting all the trees down and put them in this frame.
Right.
And I thought, what a great thing to have a live one
Yes.
down there. So I called Richard back and I said, "If you still want my tree, you can have it."
Now, I think Richard looked all over the city, if I'm correct, and had found your tree to be one of the best tree in all of El Paso, and I think that's why he approached you for that.
Well, he said they had checked all the parks in El Paso and
Right.
couldn't find one. And I'm very close to River Bend, so I think they went by on River Bend and seen this big tree standing up there.
Yep.
And that's when they came and asked if they could have it.
Yeah. Now the whole process, they dug the tree up, obviously because it's a live tree, and that undertaking was pretty monumental, I think.
Yes, it took them probably 2 weeks to do it, or maybe longer. I can't really remember how long it took them to do it. But we had three men there from this company to prepare the tree. They had to wrap each branch with twine, with rope, so that when they put it up this way to transport it, they wouldn't break. And so that took a considerable time to do that. And then they had dug a big trench all the way around the tree. And then they brought a machine in to put pipe underneath so that they had something to grab to lift
it up, yes.
Mm-hmm.
And a huge crane, I think, because
Yes.
the tree wasn't small even then.
It
So,
wasn't.
yeah, that took the crane was a pretty big crane in order to lift the
Yes,
tree
it was
up.
150 ton, I think, or
Yeah.
something like that. It was
Yeah.
a very huge train.
Yeah.
And then when they started lifting it, all the outriggers started sinking into the tree and
Yeah.
to the lawns of my neighbor and mine. So they had to stop until they got some iron plating to put underneath the outriggers
Yeah.
to lift it up.
And they set it on the back of a semi-tractor trailer bed, right?
Yes.
And I think you told me it sat there for a few days.
Yes. Well, to begin with, they had to get it up quite high because I had some big mulberry trees in the parkway, so they had to go up and over and down on the trailer.
Yeah.
Yes, it sat there because the crane again broke down, and waiting for them to get it fixed, they had to sit there in the street for a few days.
Right.
But the Parks Department came by every day and watered it down.
Yeah.
And my neighbors kept saying, "It's going to die, it's going to die," and they were all watching it very closely.
Yeah, I'll bet there was probably a little bit of panic for after a couple of days because those trees are pretty delicate, I think.
Well, this one didn't seem to be. It seemed to be pretty hardy.
Pretty hardy, yes. And they, from what I understand, they had to shut down all of Mesa in order to get the tree down there because they had to move power lines and stoplights and all of that kind of stuff.
Yes,
So
I don't think they went down Mesa. I'm not sure because I wasn't home when they came to take it. But the light company, power company, and telephone company, and it was a big parade.
yes, I'll
Going
bet.
down. They kind of went out the back way, and I'm not sure just the route. But
Stop traffic, I heard, and all
yes,
that kind of
and
good stuff.
holding the
Yeah.
wires up.
That was just to have all of the coordination, the logistics
Oh,
to
yes,
do that
yes.
was pretty amazing in and of itself. And
Exactly.
so I'm sure the ball of the root ball was not something small and on the back of that bed. So it was pretty.
Surprisingly, it wasn't as big as I thought it would be. There really was no taproot. They seemed to just spread out.
Spread out.
So the ball was kind of big, but not
Yeah.
the way I thought it would be.
Yeah. Now they got it planted shortly thereafter, I guess, within a few days, and I think the tree is growing about an inch a year now, as somebody told me.
Well, it hasn't grown too much up, but it certainly has spread out.
Spread out, yes, and it is the 13th year this year of the light parade, or the lighting of the tree, and the live tree, and it really is beautiful down there. The
It
tree
is.
is just,
It is.
it's amazing down there.
What the city does to the whole park is just, every time I talk to somebody, I said, if you haven't been down there, please go and see it because you won't believe how beautiful it is.
It is very beautiful, and the tree is, I think, is what makes all of this come together. You could put all of the lights and all of the ornaments you want on a some other tree, but it's because of what you've done for the city. I think that it's very, very special.
Well, it's certainly been my pleasure, and I enjoy going down to tree lighting. I haven't missed a lighting since we moved the tree, and it's still my tree.
Yes, I can. I bet it is, and it's an amazing tree. It's an amazing story. I want to thank you very, very much for your donation and what you've done on behalf of your late husband. It really is a very, very special thing for the city of El Paso, and on behalf of El Paso Employees Federal Credit Union, thank you very, very much for doing that, and we're just pleased to be a part of it.
Well, I'm glad to have you as a part of it.
So thank you very much, and I'll see you on December 11th.
Yes, sir.
Okay, great.
And we'll see all of you as well. Mr. Ken Walters, again, El Paso Employees Federal Credit Union CEO and President. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank
again,
you.
Thank you for your partnership to make this
Of course.
75th anniversary. Fireworks, laser light show, all the festivities, courtesy, of course, a great credit union.
Right.
And thank you for you and your employees for what you do in the community.
Thank you very much. We'll see everybody at the Celebration of Lights.
See you, Ms. Boyce.
Thank you very much, Wayne.